In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the text to columns function. Text to columns is a SheetKraft function used to separate the contents of cell into separate columns, provided that the text data is separated with a delimiter or have a fixed number of characters to retrieve or have a pattern of characters. If the data is in delimiter separated format, use the delimited file type option in the text to columns function. Other file types are fixed width and regex. Text to columns.sk function provides all the major delimiters such as comma, pipe, space, etc. Let us understand using various examples. In the first example, I will convert single cell comma delimited text data into column array using the text to column function. Text to columns.sk function can be accessed in the Excel add-in. In the SheetKraft tab, click on More, then click on Text to Columns. A UI window will appear. The first field is the text range. Select the cell which has the input data. After this, we have to select the input data file type. We can see three radio buttons, delimited, fixed width, and regex. As now we have the delimited data, I will select delimited. On selecting delimited, a drop-down appears beside it. Select the delimiter accordingly. We have comma as a delimiter, so I'm going to select comma. Import specific columns checkbox must be checked. Below, a preview section is seen, which displays the result data which will be generated. Number of columns which will be generated is mentioned as column 1, column 2, and so on. Tick the checkbox beside it to generate required columns. After this, use the format option to select the format of the given data. It can be text, number, date, or general. There is a possibility that the data which will generate in the column might be blank. So in this case, we can provide our own value. Use if blank option to provide the value. There might also be a possibility that the data which will generate in the column might have error. So in this case, we can provide our own value. Use if error option to provide the value. Click next and then click on finish. We got the desired columns output. As the second column is a number, let me change the format as a number. Many times we have dynamic number of text values of the same format and data type which are aligned vertically. To get the columns array of them, we just need to specify region down in the text range field. We got the columns output for all the text values. As you can see, the last cell of the third column is blank because there is no data present in the input data. If you want any other specific value instead of blank cell, go to the formula UI and in the if blank option, mention the desired value. Here I'm providing unavailable. So for every blank cell in the third column, the output will give unavailable as a value. In the next example, I will convert fixed width of characters from single cell text data into column array using text to columns function. From the input data, we have to get the first 8 characters into column. As now we have to get the fixed width from data, I will select file type as fixed width. On selecting fixed width, a text box appears beside it. Enter the width in number format accordingly. We have 8 characters, so I am entering 8. We got the columns output for the text values. In the next example, I will convert a pattern of characters from single cell text data into column array using text to columns function. As now we have got the pattern of characters from the input data. I will select file type as regex. On selecting regex, a section appears below. An instruction line is mentioned which guides us how to select the pattern using a combination of keys. Below that, we see a table-like figure which has two columns. The column on the left is the input column. Select the characters pattern from the left column's data and press the combination keys mentioned for the first pattern. We have to press Ctrl key plus 1 key. When we will press the combination keys, the characters will get highlighted. Then click on the generate button, which will generate a regex expression, which is displayed at the bottom. And on the right column, we will see the characters highlighted. These highlighted characters will get generated. We can try different patterns to generate different regex expressions. I will try to get the pattern of 8-digit phone number from the data and convert it into columns array. After that, click Next. This was a short tutorial on SheetKraft's text to columns function using examples. Thank you.